Good day, and welcome to the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. So this is going to be the World News Roundup. So first on the agenda is Iraq. NATO is reporting that it may increase its force structure inside of Iraq from 500 personnel to as many as 4,000 to 5,000 additional troops. So again, I would ask, what is the purpose of this deployment? And the NATO response would be to stop the growing expansion of Daesh or the Islamic State. I would have to question that, as Iran has a fairly good foothold inside of Iraq and is probably not willing to see the expansion of ISIS, as are the powers inside of Syria, backed by Hezbollah, and of course Iran as well. So Syria has no interest in seeing the expansion of ISIS inside of Iraq. The Iraqi military capability, along with its Shiite militia component, have the ability to combat ISIS. And they, of course, would be supported by Iran as well. So I'd have to ask, is that the ultimate motive of NATO to deploy these forces inside of Iraq to combat ISIS? Next, inside of Yemen, there is an offensive underway by Houthi rebels inside of Yemen. And they are looking to seize control of this city here, Marib. It is reported that Houthi forces have taken control of the dam outside of Marib, and fighting is reported as being extremely heavy, resulting in hundreds of casualties, possibly on both sides. What is the purpose of this offensive by the Houthis? Well, possibly to gain leverage in upcoming peace negotiations. Another city seized by the Houthis would simply give them more leverage in upcoming talks. And given the fact that it appears the United Arab Emirates is pulling out of the conflict, which would leave Saudi Arabia to sort of fend on its own against the Houthis in Yemen. Things have not gone so well for the Saudis and the Yemeni-backed government that is being backed by Saudi Arabia. Next, there is reports of heavy fighting inside of Somalia. It appears that opposition forces have engaged with government security forces inside the capital, Mogadishu. It would appear that the current government has possibly launched attacks against opposition forces or opposition parties inside of Mogadishu, and direct fighting has occurred between security personnel of the opposition and security forces of the government based inside of Mogadishu.